how to convince clients to actually hire you, to give you a check for the services that you're promising to offer them. Now, that may surprise you that it isn't what you say that matters. You probably heard or even read in many consulting books or sales process books that they tend to make it sound like you need to be silver-tongued, have a gift for gab, or be a smooth talker to get people to take action and follow the steps that you want them to take. Well, that absolutely, positively is not true. It's not what you say, but it's what you ask that matters. It's asking questions that are very powerful and persuasive at getting people to sell themselves on what it is that you offer. And you want to ask these questions that are in a way that are going to bring out exactly what it is that they are concerned with and how they see their situation right now. You want to know about those problems so that you'll be able to put together offers that meet those expectations that they have, but at the same time you're really trying to get them to tell you why they want you and why they need your services, so that when it comes time for them to write the check, you don't have to really ask them to do much of anything other than spell your name correctly. So you want to know what their situation is, what problems they're faced with, what types of needs or payoffs they're looking for. There are hundreds of questions you can ask that will help you to identify what exactly is this client's situation, problem, their needs that they're trying to solve, the expectations that they have. And of course there isn't enough time in the world to put all those questions here in this demonstration video, but I include several questions that you can use that will help you to identify the internet marketing needs that this client has, as well as questions to help you identify which of those services this particular client needs, and asking so that that client tells you why they want that particular service, and basically begging you to take them on as a client. I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but this process has been proven over and over again. When you use sound questions, you should be able to convince at least 75% of them to paying clients. And that's because you're not trying to sell them something. They are trying to sell themselves to you as being a potential client. And so the process does not involve any type of trickery or manipulation through silver tongue or a gift to gab or being a fast talker. It's a very straightforward process. To give you an idea how powerful this process is, I'll give you two examples. One business owner that I had called on cold, had no prior contact, they didn't know me, I didn't know them. They had a printed ad in a local tabloid, and I was interested and curious about it, so I went online, I looked up the company, looked at their web ranking. They had another appointment about 2 hours away, but I figured, well, since I was driving that way anyways, and it gave me a little bit of about an hour in between before I had to actually be there, I stopped at this business, went in, introduced myself, started asking them a few questions about how they were doing things, how they was working out, explained to them how I found them and why I chose them to talk to. And then I asked a series of questions and scheduled an appointment with them, and it turned out it wasn't just as the owner that I sat down with, but the owner, the partner, and their marketing person, the internal marketing person. Anyone with basic internet knowledge would have been able to explain what SEO is, because they didn't know that type of stuff. Why it's important to look at the on-page factors, the off-page factor, conversion. But at the end of my question and answer session with them, eliciting their concerns, their problems, their situations, their needs, their objectives, when I quoted them a fee, they said, "That's it," and they wrote me a check. And so it was nice. And so the process works. Give you another example. What happened was at the end of this, after they decided to buy, brought me his 18-year-old daughter and asked me to take her out on a date. He felt so close to me that he was trying to convince me that I'd be a perfect mate for his daughter. And I had to convince him I was already married, happily married and faithful, and it's not going to happen. But it was interesting how you make this emotional connection with people by asking questions that they bond with you to such an extent that they want to make you part of their family. And so this is not any kind of magic. It's just a matter of asking good questions, listening, and then providing solutions based on their needs. And that's going to convince people to hire you over trying to be silver-tongued or manipulative in any way. Though there are quite a few sales processes out there that explain to lock people up, tie them down, really beat them up emotionally to the point that you have every objection in mind that you can overcome, so that no matter what they say, you're on it. And that really isn't the way to develop long-term relationships. Those type of activities actually backfire and can get you kicked out of an office or a company very quickly. You want to actually be the person who's concerned, who's interested, and so you come across that way. And by coming across as a concerned consultant, you bond with people. That you don't have to persuade them to do anything. They persuade themselves to hire you. And as I say, it should be, if you're not getting 75% of the actual consultations becoming clients, then there's a problem. Either you've targeted a business that really has $0, or you're not asking good questions. Instead, you would be most likely leaning back to the old school way of trying to manipulate people into becoming clients, and that doesn't work anymore, not in this day and age. So to convince people to be your clients, it isn't what you say that matters, it's really what you ask, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. My package of materials, they include SEO client prospecting robot, along with a complete sales process that involves asking good questions to get people to come to you as their client. And I'd like to tell you it's the end-all, be-all of all sales training processes, but I really don't know you. I don't know if this is something you want to pursue or not. And so it would be crazy for me to say it's going to work for you 100% of the time, because I really don't know what your objective is. But on the other hand, are you interested in offering your internet marketing skills to local businesses? Now, what have you tried so far to get clients? Has it worked? Or have you tried anything yet? Or is this something that's new to you? Yeah, and really, if there was a way for you to use a sales training system that did work, that was able to meet your objectives, help you overcome whatever problems you're dealing with right now, would you use it? Would you be interested in at least knowing about it? Well, if that's the case, then this would be something that would be a match for you. And so I would encourage you to grab it while it is available. Oh, just so you know, there are only a limited number of these packages out there, because I'm trying to help as many people as I can one-on-one, but at the same time without overloading myself as well. So I recommend, if this package is still available at the time that you're watching this video, go ahead and grab one, because I want to be able to help you also to be able to meet those objectives that you have, so you can earn the type of income and gain the type of time freedom that you might be looking for as well. The next step is to visit our website www.seogoldsoftware.com to grab your own copy of SEO Client Prospecting Robot. Currently, that software is available free. Also, while you're there, grab our guide to selling your online skills to local businesses.